Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of SR Synth Weekly. Got a lot of great music today. Got great music from BETTOGH, Monowoman, This Human Condition, Efilheim, Paul, Iwan, the lyrics, and the last years. So stay tuned for some great music and some weird visions from the beautiful Redneck here. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of SR Synth Weekly. I am, of course, your beautiful and weirdo Redneck, and I got a lot of great music today. I got some new music, got some people I played before as usual. Got a lot of great sounds and vibes, and a couple of good visions. So we're just going to jump right in and just get this party started. Starting out today, we have our good friend BETTOGH. They're a synthwave group. You already know who they are. If you haven't been watching my episodes. No, check my past episodes. A really good group. Today they've sent me, the song is called NIVA. I hope I say that right. Didn't give me really a description on it, but in my vision it kind of gives me a little Blade Runner vibe. You know, that whole, that has that good ending, like I forgot the name of the end song of Blade Runner, but it kind of gives me that same vibe. But I just kind of went with a vision of like a main has entered the final entrance, and you know what, that will take them to the Elder, and that is controlling the people after finding out that they're the real evil of this story. Basically, you've seen this before. The Elder's been trying to help them out, supposedly, but then they find out that they're the real evil of this, and they're the reason for this. So, and they're entering this layer for the final time. And as this is moving on, we see the main rushing through the other disciples and through this whole future tech temple. Yeah, like it's kind of like a sci-fi temple. And as it's moving on, we then see them in the slow voiceover bridge. The slow voice bridge. The Elder has started the ritual to end the world. We then get this whole stare down, and as the main and Elder have an exposition of the device and the whole ritual about explaining what it is and how it's going to save the world or destroy it. And then the main then starts the final fight against the Elder and all the disciples to end the ritual and pretty much save the world. That's kind of the vibe I came up with it. Like I said, it gives me that Blade Runner vibe, but I just wanted to do something a little different on it. It just kind of gives me that final fight feel. So that's just, final ritual, final, entering the temple, final, kind of like the whole anime deal. So let me know what you think. Let them know what you think. It's really good. It's a really good song. Everything they play is really awesome. So check it out. It's BETTOGH, and the song is called NIVA.
You know who I am. You know exactly who I am.
Next up today, we have another good friend from our synth family, Monowoman. And if you don't know them, they're an electronic group out of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce where they're at in Russia, because I'll screw it up completely. So, the song they sent me today is called Absurdance, and they call this a cloudy beat combined with powerful synth sound. And it's true, it kind of gives me that whole little heavy good fighting song. I don't know, I think I got a fighting mode today. I don't know, it's just because we've been quarantined for too long. No. No, but anyway, this song just has some really great vibes to it. And I came up with like the whole team have been fighting minions at the beginning of, at the beginning to help the people. When the song starts, they get blown back. You know, we've seen that. It's like we see them like at the beginning of the movie, they're fighting these minions to save the people, and they don't know who's causing it. And then all of a sudden, we get this big explosion, and out of the dust. As this is going on, as the song starts on this, we out of the dust and they're blown back as the song's starting. We then see the main evils show themselves to the main and team. We then get a narrative of the evils' plan and as the minions stand by. You know, we've seen that before. And the main at the fast bridge of the songs take off while being chased by the minions, knowing that they can't beat them and the evil and the main bad guy at the moment. And as this is going on, we then get this whole chase scene, fighting the minions and trying to get back to the safety to regroup. Basically, you know, you've seen that before. They don't know who the bad guy is, and then all of a sudden, boom, explosion, dust settles, and we see the bad guys show up and explain, give the whole narrative of what their whole plan is for the destruction of whatever. And they have to rush out because they know they can't beat the main right now as they are, so they rush out and regroup. And during this whole song, the whole song just gives you the whole narrative of the whole between. So, really good song. Check it out. As always, check out their platforms and let me know what you think in the comments and what you think of the vision, and give me your vision of this. So check it out. It's Monowoman, and the song is called Absurdance. Next up in our wonderful merriment of Synth Wonder, we have our good friends Efilheim. And if you don't know them, again, you need to watch my other episodes because they're awesome. Anyway, they're a synthwave, space wave group out of France. And the song they sent me today is called Wasteland. And they describe this as a anime futuristic journey set in a faraway world where featuring antique calculators and robots dreaming of humankind. I kind of took part of that. And what I did is I kind of just went with a little vision of like a Wasteland deal. And the main and team have perfected the plan. It's kind of like that final fight deal. Again, I don't know why I'm having brain deal with final fighting today. So it's that final, deal. But anyways, the main and team have perfected the plan and set out through the Wasteland to finish the fight and save the people trapped by the corrupt rulers of this whole cyber city. And we see the montage getting the weapon ready and racing through the desert to the main city. At the first slow part, we see them arrive to the city in which the main and have this whole stare down with the ruler, and we get this whole little narrative between them two. Then the main and team start to enact their plan as the main guitar part in the song starts. And we see the main and the team start fight to save the town and destroy the ruler and corrupt government that's in there. Basically, you've seen this I kind of went Mad Max on it, if you want to put it that way or something like that. Basically we've seen that they've gotten a whole montage of weapons, and then racing through the desert to face this final fight, and then the whole fight starts during the guitar deal. So, really good song. That's kind of my vision on it. Let me know what your vision is in the comments. As always, like and follow their platforms and everybody's platform on here, and make sure you like them and follow them. So here it is. It's Efilheim, and the song is called Wasteland. Up next is our other good friend, This Human Condition. And if you don't know them, again, they're a electronic group out of Bristol, UK. And the song they sent me today is called God Kills Another Kitten. If you listen to the song, you'll understand, but just because I'm a cat lover, boo! So, no. Anyway, the God Kills Another Kitten doesn't have anything to do with that, but when you listen to the song, it makes sense with the words that they use. Anyway, I just had to make the joke about it. Gives me a lot of good visions. They call this basically a bass-driven synthesizer track about falling in love with a grandiose narcissist. So I guess that could be me. No, since I'm so sexy. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, it gives me a good vision of kind of like a secondary evil. And what I mean by is like that is this just gave me a feel of like the main encounter is like a secondary evil in this whole kind of like who's a goddess and that has this power to control the minds and of the people and make them theirs and make them do what they want. And as this is going on, we see the first meeting and she's shown as the perfect being, alluring everybody, everyone around her, while the main seems to be immune from this whole deal. Intrigued, the evil has a conversation with the main about the plan that she has to take over the world and make them hers. We then see her try her powers against the main, but is unable to. And as this is going on, we then see them at the change of the song part. You'll see that at the change of the bridge, the evil starts to change in this demonic-looking creature and looks to attack the main as they are a threat because they're immune to their allure. So the main then the main is able to fight out of the situation and run off to safety after this first meeting. Basically, they're a beautiful demon, goddess, whatever, and they have the power to take over. And the main is immune from it. They get this whole meeting trying to find out why they're immune to it, and then this whole succubus kind of thing changes into a demon and tries to take him out as they're a threat. So that's kind of the vision I came with it. The words of the songs don't really matter, but this whole music deal and the whole music vibe just gives me that whole feel. So check it out. It's a really good song. All their music's really good. Really good vocals on it. So check it out. It's This Human Condition, and the song is called God Kills Another Kitten.
Get down on it, suck my helmet till you bite it, just exciting narcissist.
Before we go any further, if you're new to the show and you like it, please think about liking and subscribing to the show. I try to do a show every week. Some things maybe slowing down a little bit, maybe every other week. But if you like the show, please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell, and for a lot more good music. And make sure you follow all the artists on their platforms. They all really would appreciate it. Next up today, we have Paul Iwan. Thank you for sending me how you pronounce it. And if you don't know them, they're a alternative electro group out of Liverpool. And the song they sent me today is called Returning Red. And they have two versions. The song is called Returning, and they have two versions of this, a red one and a blue one. And I have to explain that to you. So let me read the description on this. It's taking the title from the brief of a challenge. The concept returning was associated with relapse and regression for Paul Iwan, who has suffered from PTSD. The competition pushed him to an outside his usual comfort zone and into a more acoustic setting, letting the song speak for itself. And Returning Red as a version is Paul Iwan's usual style, driven by synths, loops, and electric guitars, and the blue version is stripped back to the simple arrangement. And it's inspired by Gary Newman, Radiohead, and Manic Street Preachers, and it just shows the maturity and impressive of the sound. I agree with that 100%. And I kind of went with that, and so bear with me a little bit. So what I did is I kind of went with like the main and has been changed after the team left them. The elders show them in the sequence before the song starts about who they are and what they can be. We then see the song start, see the new version of the main with this whole new look. You know, we've seen that before where they get this whole new look, new attitude, new powers, everything. We then see the main standing in awe of what they have become after all the pain that they've had to deal with to become something more. And we then see them run off to meet up with the team. As this is going on, the team is fighting on and they're in this kind of like a battle situation, and they're kind of losing or just kind of getting beaten. And as this moves on, the main shows up with these new powers and takes out all the evil while the team is in shock. A full montage of of them being beaten, and at the last slow part, we see them finish off the evil, and the team finally sees the main and the transformation as a rush into an all state. Now they're ready for this final fight. Basically, it's that whole deal where they've been left for dead. The elders come back and resurrect them and gives them all those new powers. They thought they were just supposed to be in pain and suffering the rest of their lives, and they find out that this grandiose thing, and they go back and help and beat all the minions and evil that's out there. That's basically what I came up with. So let me know what you think in the comments. I really like the song, really like both versions of the song, so make sure you listen to both because they're really awesome. So check it out, Paul Iwan, and the song is called Returning. This is the red version.
So I lean into my darkness. I touch the trauma with the tips of my fingers. Under this light, how can I see? The shadows are shifting, inviting me in. You were there, suffocating, suffering. I hold my I'll be watching, now be waiting for you. I'm returning. and corrupted. You were there, suffocating, suffering. I hold my I'll be watching, and I'll be waiting for you. I'm returning to my fear. It's all I know. I'm returning from a distance, but my reflection is all I see. I'm yearning for the past, the one I thought I'd lost forever. So much pain within. I'm returning to my fear. It's all I
Up next, we have the group, the Lyricals. Hope I said that right. They're a synthwave rock group, out of London, UK, and the song they sent me today is called Dreams. They kind of describe this as a song about surreal experience of being with your ideal girl. It does fit, but I kind of went with another deal. Like I said, I've been dealing with these weird Final Fight deals today. I don't know. I guess it's because of being in quarantine and I'm already going insane. But Dreams gives me this vibe that I've got. Is like a main enters the VR dream world. You know, it's kind of like people can get trapped in their own mind, or they can enter this whole dream world through VR. And the main's entering it to meet up with a friend who's been trapped in there by, you know, whatever reason. And as they're moving through the entrance, we see this full psychedelic trip of lights and sound, along with like memory flashes of both the friends and the mains. And as it's going on, we see the main enter the world of the friends that's been built. And as they're traveling through this world, we see a group of memories along with different people, creatures the friends has conjured up to be friends in this world with, and which is like and this whole deal that the main's dealing with is like a real bad acid trip. It gives you a good visual on that. And we see the main trying to make sense of all this as they search for their friend and find out what's going on and why they're trapped in their own mind or trapped in this VR simulation. Anyway, that's kind of what the vibe I came up with. It could work because, you know, the person trapped could be the ideal girlfriend, or the guy or the friend who's trapped is, you know, the bad guy could be an AI who looks like the ideal person for the friend. So it kind of works on both ways. So let me know what you think in the comments. I kind of like that. Let me know what your vision is on this, and make sure you follow them on their platforms. Like I said, it's a really good song, and here it is. It's the Lyricals, and the song is called Dreams.
Sometimes I think I'm getting lost in my dreams. When life gets hard, I just sit back and escape in my dreams, where life is more than it seems. I sit and wonder what can life really be. Spend time together all alone, we can go to places we've never seen.
For the last selection today, I chose up a group called The Last Years. And they are a synthwave, synthpop group out of Connecticut. And the song they sent me today is called Moments. They described this as a song about romance and hope. It's upbeat, dancing, has a killer hook. It really does have a good killer hook on it, really good song. I kind of went with, instead of like romance, I kind of did go with a little bit of romance, but just went more with kind of the vision of the main as warned against the bad guys, and after the location blows up, which always seems to happen in 80s movies, we see the team has lost the main. We see the team believe that they've lost the main. You know, the place blows up and the main's nowhere to be seen. And as the song starts, the main is shown coming out of the rubble area. The rubble to back around to the team. We've seen that before. You know, all the dust settles and they come walking through without a scratch. You know how that works. We then see the team and the lover rush up to the main, which we then see them, the glow of light from the building, which shows the machine keeping the world in darkness being lifted or destroyed. As this is happening, the lover and the main watch in awe and have this whole narrative of what's going to happen now, and the team has this final walk off, ready to fight for the new future, or ready to see what the new future is. It kind of has a little romantic vibe in it because we've got that ending feel. The main is destroyed, everything, you know, the darkness is being lifted, and their lover and everything is walking off into the sunset with the friends, and that's kind of the whole feel we get. So that's kind of the vibe I got. So let me know what you think. As always, you know, make sure you follow everybody on here and especially their platforms. Make sure you tell them that I sent you. So here it is. This is a great song to end today. It's The Last Years, and the song is called Moments. that's it for today. I hope everybody had a great, hope everybody enjoyed the music and had a great time with the show. Hope you enjoyed my visions, everything. Again, if you're new here, please think about liking and subscribing. If you've been here a while, help me out. I need to, get some more viewers. Tell everybody tell all your friends, tell all your fans, tell everybody and just I'd love to help grow this channel to at least have 1,000 viewers a week at least. I know I'm a small channel and don't have much, but the artists need the love because they deserve the music. The music needs to be heard. So if you could help me out, just help me share this out and everything, and just tell everybody to come check me out. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great week. And if you're an artist and you're just checking out my site, look down below in my description. You'll see a form if you want to submit your music. You don't have to ask me. All you have to do is just submit to the form, because if it's good music, I'm gonna play it. And what my good music is if it's a full song and not yodeling off in the Sweden distance. Just something. If it's quality made, I'll play it. It doesn't even have to be synth all the way. So if you're an artist, you want to do it, just submit that form. And no, I do not charge anything for any uploads or any submissions. So I don't charge for playing music. So if you don't have to ask that, everything I do is free. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great week. Hopefully we can all get out of this quarantine deal soon enough and get back to our normal lives. And I'll see everybody next week. Everybody has a great one. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.